Hey everybody, what's going on? CanadianFlash here, guys, and today everybody we are going over the second mob in my Hytale mob review series. And this second mob is another really popular mob that will be brought out in Zone 1 in Hytale, and it's going to be the Trork. So let's get right into this, guys. First of all, if you guys aren't already in my Discord and not subscribed and not following my Twitter, make sure to do all those things. My Discord is the Kweebec Community. Make sure you join it, link in description. Also hit that big fat red button that says subscribe on it because, like, yeah, do it. And then also, for some reason, I have, like, followers on Twitter. I don't know why. My Twitter sucks. But whatever, follow my Twitter. So yeah, let's start the video. The Trork are a race that is hostile towards players. They inhabit Zone 1 of Orbis. Both the Trork's name and appearance are mixed between two creatures that are common in fantasy, trolls and orcs. Get it? Trork, troll, orc? Yeah, there we go. Trorks are one of the intelligent societies or races of Hytale and can be performing more complex tasks, like domesticating animals and engaging in armed combat using weapons such as swords and axes. Next up, we're going to go talking about the archetypes of the Trorks. The Trorks are capable enemies, like the most intelligent races in Hytale, specializing in different archetypes or classes to fulfill specific roles in their society. A player must be very wary and analyze a Trork before they strike, because the different type of Trork should be engaged in combat using different strategies depending on their class archetype. The first archetype is the Trork Sentry. Trork sentries wield large, heavy spears with a stone tip, and they wear very little to no armor. Their name implies that sentries guard a Trork village boundaries from potential enemies, including humans and their allies. This appears to be the sentry's predominant function. Next up is a Trork warrior. Trork warriors appear to be heavily armored, powerful in combat, and wield large weapon battle axes with a Trork rune inscribed on their head. For these reasons, and because they are specifically referred to as warriors, they will likely be the main combatants of the Trork race. It is likely that these warriors make up a majority of the Trork forces, defending their villages and establishments against enemy forces, as well as performing attacks on their enemies. Another archetype of the Trork is the Trork Hunter. Trork Hunters wield a sword with a Trork rune inscribed on the lower section of its blade. Their name implies that they may hunt animals or food to sustain the Trork race. However, they may adept at hunting players in other races too. Next up is the Trork Shaman. Trork Shaman carries gold-tipped staffs and wears shoulder pad inscripted with Trork rune. Also, I think that the gold-tip staffs could also be lightning crystals, because we haven't seen any of them yet, and lightning is usually yellow, just saying. The name and appearance of the shaman suggests that they have the connection with the magic of Hytale, and may use this magic in battles, religious practices, and more. Once again, magic has to do with the elements, and lightning is an element, so I think it could be a lightning staff. That would be cool. And last but not least is Chieftain. Trork Chieftains are the largest and presumably most dangerous of all the Trorks. Chieftains wield large swords and battle axes inscripted with Trork runes. Chieftains rule their Trork villages and may command other Trorks to do certain actions. You don't want to fight a chieftain, guys. Let's be honest. You really don't. And last about Trorks, we have the Trork behavior. Trorks are partly scavengers. They enjoy eating, discarding meat and that they find around Zone 1. The unusual trait could be used to a player's advantage, purposely disregarding meat near a nearby Trork village to lure them away, and taking it surprise while it's alone. This strategy could potentially make it easier to attack certain groups of Trorks. Trork sentries dislike sparrows. They seem to be annoyed and distracted from their duties. Sentries may occasionally even throw a spear at a sparrow, disarming themselves momentarily. So if you guys don't know, a sparrow is a bird, and I guess it just makes like the Trork sentries like really mad at them. Lastly, Trorks have been known to randomly attack each other and will sometimes throw a sudden punch at one of their allies for no clear reason. The Trork that loses the fight gets knocked out and stays sleeping for a short time, but will eventually reawaken. So that is another good way to attack a village. I probably will be doing a bunch of like walkthroughs on how to do like attack villages and all that stuff when the game comes out. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, most importantly, so you won't miss any updates. And if you want to hit that bell, like, I'm not going to stop you. So guys, I hope you all enjoy this video. If you want to see what's next, I think it's going to be Sarax. So, Sarax, cool animals. Other than that, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.